Hello, this is VJ Singh with GOfermentor. I want to talk to you today about pressing wine, the GOfermentor way and how everybody else does it. So here's a good old bladder press. You put the must in there, you turn the bladder on, it squirts out the side, you see all the red wine, all oxidizing nicely, and you all know that oxidation the first few seconds is irreversible. This is dead. Look at it, the mess on the floor, wine all over the place. Takes 3 or 4 hours to do it. You got to do a couple of times because it'll clog up with pumice. Take the pumice out, fill it up again, run it again, and so on. This is how everybody else presses wine. So now the GOfermentor way. We're fermenting in this bag. The fermentation is complete. We put in one of our porous press tubes into it, connected via pump to a collection vessel. In our case, a bag, but you can use a tank or anything else you like. Turn the pump on, pull out the free wine. When you get to where the point the pumice is almost dry, you activate the press function. The second bag inflates, it squashes the pumice against the press tube until basically the pumice is dry. You lift the bag out with the dry pumice and you are done. So here's a really cute schematic that shows you how it works. See there at the bottom, the pump runs, the free wine comes out, then the pumice gets squashed by the second bag until it's pretty much dry. And then you just lift the dry pumice bag out of there and all the free wine was collected in the collection vessel. Easy. So here's a video how it works. You put the press tube into the bag of the fermented wine, hook up the hoses, connect a pump in line, connect it to a receiving bag. See there? And then turn the pump on. It'll start to suck the air out of the bag. Then the free wine, you can see going over to the collection vessel and being collected in there. Then you turn the press function on. The bag inflates and squeezes the remaining pumice, pushing out all the wine. And look at the end. You have pumice that looks like it came out of a regular bladder press, dry and flaky. So you saw how the GOfermentor press works versus traditional. Let's look at how it stacks up for a 1-ton batch. Cost. Traditional bladder press, about $12,000 for a 500-liter machine. More Wine carries these, many other people. You want to go really fancy, you want a closed press so that it's not oxidized, $80,000. GOfermentor press. Well, it's free, it's zero. It's built into the system. Nothing, no press to buy. Look at labor. 6 hours for cycles of cleaning and pressing with a traditional bladder press. In the GOfermentor, 15 minutes maximum, put the press tube in, connect the hoses, turn the pump on, and then walk away. It takes an hour, hour and a half, but it's automatic. It'll do 3 presses. When you come back, you'll find a bag of dry pumice and a bag of clean wine. 10 minutes to remove the pumice bag, put a new one in, and you're good to go again. Cleaning. You remember shoveling out pumice? You got to pick it out, put it in some kind of container, transport it, dump it somewhere, then go wash the press again, dry everything. Takes at least a couple hours. GOfermentor, there's nothing. You put out the bag, the pumice is already packaged in it. Take it to wherever you want and just put a new bag in. Good to go. Disposal. Bladder press. Hundreds of gallons of contaminated wash water from this operation. Remember our first slide, what it looked like? Water, wine everywhere. GOfermentor, nothing. You could run this thing on a white rug if you wanted to. You have a clean pumice contained in a bag, take it out, use it as compost. Quality. With the bladder press, you're open pressing. You saw the first slide, it's all squirting into the air. Oxidation damage. You'll never recover that oxidation, no matter what sulfite treatment you do. Our system, GOfermentor, closed press. It goes from a closed bag to a closed collection vessel. There's no air contact. And also, we never need to make press fractions. The pressing is so gentle that only one press fraction needs to be collected. Less work for you. Yield is about the same, 150 to 180 gallons per ton. Pretty much the same as a bladder press. Environment. With the bladder press, you need wastewater treatment. You're making all this dirty water. With us, there's no wash water and the bag is biodegradable. Thank you for your attention. I hope you enjoyed this short presentation on pressing GOfermentor versus the old-fashioned way.